Mac for the very first time. Today is Wednesday. It is day 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is day 5 of the 100-day reality challenge. And I floated a little idea out there on our discussion boards. If you haven't visited our discussion boards, they're at youtube.com/group/100 days. And there's lots of people there who are doing the 100-day reality challenge, and they're all talking about lots of fun things. And you can post your videos there. You can also just contribute to some of the discussions. Challenges, manifesting stories, really fun things. So early this morning, I think it just was, I floated an idea out there that there seems to be a lot of people who are doing this who might be interested in writing a book or having a book project. And one of my intentions for this 100 days is to finish the book proposal for my second book. And I thought it might be kind of fun and helpful for some of you who have never been through the process of writing a book proposal and getting an agent and selling it to a publisher, that I would share the steps that I'm going to take, because I am going to be starting all over. Brand new book, brand new agent, brand new publisher. Maybe I'll be pitching my old publisher too, but you just never know. So I'm going to share what I'm going to do to sell my book and create my book proposal. And if you want to follow along with me, I will answer your questions. I will share with you what I'm going to do, and if I can help you in any way, I am glad to do that. Now, what I'm doing is a non-fiction book proposal. The genres vary greatly. So some of the things that you'll need to know is if you're going to do fiction or nonfiction. My genre is obviously self-help and inspiration, but I think the process that I'm going to go through can help anybody in nonfiction. If you're writing fiction, if you're writing a novel, then it'll be a little bit different. You probably will not use a book proposal in the way that I'm going to, so you will want to just write. But the schedule that I'm going to use to finish my book proposal might be helpful for you as well. And if anybody out there, if there's a bunch of you out there who are writing novels or fiction, then maybe you could get together and share your successes and your schedules and keep each other accountable and excited and motivated about your projects. And then the other thing you may want to look at before you jump on board here is if you're going to publish with a publisher or if you're going to self-publish. And I would highly recommend, if you're going to self-publish, that you send an email or contact Laura Duxta, the bald chick, who is one of the other co-founders of Co-Creating Our Reality, because she has successfully self-published her children's book called I Love You More and sold 180,000 copies or some crazy amount, which is a huge, incredible success story in self-publishing. And she's getting ready to flip it and go with a big publisher. And that's a great, great alternative. That's a great way for you to get your book out there in the world. So, but I'm going to do the normal route, and I'd love to help you in any way I can. So the first thing I recommend is, when I began the process of my very first book, I read every book out there on how to write a book proposal. A book proposal is a book proposal is a business plan for your book. And every publisher, that's what they want to know, is who's your market, how are you going to sell this book, and why are you the right person to write it? So having a really good book idea and being a great writer is a big part of it, but there's another big part of it too, which is the business side. And you will see, like every adventure, every plan, every idea that you've ever had, that you have to be the leader of your vision. Whatever that vision is for your book, you have to be the one who carries that vision. You can have a publisher, you can have an agent, you can have a marketing person on board, but ultimately, you are the one that needs to get it done. I spent a lot of time out there hoping that I would find somebody who was going to tell me what to do, who was going to take me by the hand and say, this is what you need to do in the order that you need to do it in order to be successful. And what I found is that everybody's path is different. And so while I hope that sharing what I'm doing will help you, ultimately you have to be the leader of your own book, of your own project, of your own journolution, of your own revolution of your life. So take what I'm doing and see if it feels right in your gut, and just know that if at any time something else feels like the right way to go, then you should do that. You should absolutely do that. So I read all the How to Write a Book Proposal books, and the one that I loved the most was this one. It's called The Shortest Distance Between You and a Published Book, and it's written by Susan Page. And you can pick this up on Amazon. A little bookmark sticking out. And that's what I used. It takes you step by step through writing the book proposal, in addition to things that I think are really important, like establishing a real goal for your book and deciding why you want to write this book, and how to look at your competition and analyze who you are in relation to what's already out there, and how your book is going to be different and how it's going to contribute to what's already in the bookstores out there. And I think she even gets into promoting, publicity, after you've already sold your book, how to do that. She talks about publishing versus self-publishing, which is great. And I have some more resources on my website. Laura Duxton and I did a program called Publisher or Self-Publishing, which is right for you, where we did, I think, an hour and a half teleclass and just shared the different paths and for you to decide. That's always the first question, is what should I do? And there is no wrong answer. There are pros and cons to both. So you just have to decide based on your life what fits the best for you. So that's the first thing that you might want to take a look at, is the shortest distance between you and a published book. And then the next thing that you're going to need is a big, giant, spiral-bound notebook, or any notebook really. But you can see mine hasn't been started. I just bought this. There's nothing there yet. But this is going to be filled with information. And I also got 3-ring binder, nothing in it yet. Pockets, places. Ultimately, this is going to be your first draft of your proposal, your sample chapters, your chapter by chapter outline. All of that stuff is going to go in these 2 places. And basically, you want to have a bag. I used a canvas bag. Whatever you have, you're going to keep this stuff with you all the time. Put it in the trunk of your car. Take that bag with you, because every time you run across a piece of information, an idea, a spark, a quote, you want to put it in these things. Put it in this notebook, put it in this spiral bound, jot it down. A resource, a person you want to interview, someone you want to call and ask about their experience. Anything that has to do with your book, any kind of research will go in this one space, and you're just going to begin to build your project from the ground up, and it's going to take shape and it's going to be fun. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks, is putting together a nonfiction book proposal. And I hope you'll join me. If you have any questions at all, just shoot me a message and I will do my very best to answer it. If I can't answer it, then I'll try to point you in the right direction. All right, you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll be getting started. I'll be getting started on my book proposal towards the end of this week, so you have a couple days to go. Maybe we'll start Monday, so that way everybody will have time to go get their supplies, okay? But I'll be talking to you a little bit more